Hey, I hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for checking in on my channel here. It has been 1 month since I have started this weight loss journey and self improvement journey, or whatever you want to call it. Um, but I am down to 283 pounds or thereabouts. At least that's what I weighed in at this morning. So I'm down 16 pounds from a month ago when I started exercising and really uh, getting serious about the weight loss. Um, so I am feeling awesome. I feel like I have a ton of energy. I'm not afraid to go down and exercise. In fact, I have found lately that any kind of stress that is bothering me for the rest of the day, I'm going down to the gym and I'm getting on the treadmill and I put on my headphones and I'm good to go for like 45 minutes or an hour. And I just go and it clears my mind and I feel great afterward. So um, that's where we are with the exercise. Um, I want to talk about some food choices for a minute that I've been focused on. Let me set my computer down here. So first thing, I just got back from grocery run. Um, I'm not on the keto bandwagon. I've tried it in previous years and basically was not liking how I felt from it. But this did catch my eye at the store. This keto bread from Oral Wheat. I do want to give it a try, mainly because um, compared to pretty much all the other breads, it uh, doesn't have any sugar in it. It's very high fiber, very low carbohydrate, very low fat. Um, so one of my meals that I do have from time to time is pretty much avocado on toast. Oh boy, I feel like a millennial there. I am. So, avocado on toast or something like that. That way, I don't feel so bad about eating bread. Um, the other thing, food wise, that I want to talk about is I have obviously completely cut soft drinks and sodas and stuff out of my diet. For a long time when I was growing up, I drank a lot of Coke and Pepsi and all that. And then in more recent years, drank a lot of diet versions of those. So whenever I do feel like I want something kind of bubbly to drink, but don't want obviously the sugar involved, I do drink this, which is basically the Costco version of La Croix. It does not have any sugar in it. It basically tastes like just bubbly water with some sort of, fruit essence in it. Basically, it tastes like they put, lemon peels or something in water. But anyway, it totally gets rid of that craving without an issue. So, uh, also on the food tangent, I was reading an article on CNBC this morning that I thought was worth mentioning. And it talked about the six different brain foods, so, quote unquote brain foods that are shown to basically either delay or prevent dementia and mental decline over the years as you age. And my family history has had several cases of dementia, Alzheimer's, and other diseases that have stemmed from um, the brain basically weakening in its abilities. So I wanted to go over that list really quickly and kind of comment on some of those foods and whether or not, yeah, I plan to include those or not. So first thing is turmeric, the spice turmeric, which is obviously very common in Indian cuisine. I use turmeric a lot. So I was pleased to see that on the list. Um, if you've ever had a curry dish or tikka masala or anything like that, you've had turmeric. It's bright yellow, um, has a very pungent smell to it. Um, it is one of the few spices I actually have in my spice cabinet here at home. So I do use that quite a bit, thankfully. The other spice that was mentioned in the article is saffron. Um, Not exactly in my budget. Saffron is quite expensive, but I have tried it once or twice. To me, it's not worth it, but whatever. Um, Fermented foods, and sorry, they don't mean wine and beer and all that, but fermented foods such as sauerkraut and kimchi. Um, I love German food, so sauerkraut is definitely not an issue. I do. I haven't had it in quite a while. I haven't had German food in quite a while, but I do enjoy sauerkraut. Kimchi, once in a great while, I will actually eat kimchi, usually for a Korean restaurant or something. Dark chocolate was another one. I'm not a big chocolate fan, quite honestly. I never have been. I don't know why. So I'm not going to eat dark chocolate, but avocados. So as I uh, as I mentioned with the keto bread, one of my go-to meals in this whole weight loss thing is pretty much smashed avocado on toast. And so, um, even though the price of avocados has been going up like crazy lately, I am eating them much more often. And so that is a good go-to meal. Take an avocado, slice it, dice it, scoop it out, mix it with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, mash it up, put it on some toast. You got yourself a very good, healthy meal there. Not only is it good for weight loss, avocado is great for hair as well, and your brain apparently. Nuts. Some nuts I'm a fan of. I do have, in fact, I've got a bag of pistachios sitting over here on the table, which pistachios are actually pretty fattening, so I try to really limit how much I eat on those. But I like nuts; they're good. And then leafy greens, of course, any part of any serious diet, you're going to have lots of leafy greens. So spinach and Swiss chard, which I've been eating a fair amount of, and in fact, I just bought a couple cases of mixed greens with spinach and all that in there, which will basically serve as my lunch for the next couple weeks. So all of those items are basically um, brain healthy foods that we certainly want to uh, keep in mind when we are eating and planning. And in my case, I thankfully enjoy most of them. So um, there are multiple benefits out of all those. All right, so exercise. I have been keeping up with my routine, exercising every other day. I'm not doing like 6 days a week or anything like that because I do find that I am just too exhausted um, by the time I try to do that. Uh, I have made the attempt to try to get up early one morning after the other, and it's just not in the cards for me. I'm going to be honest about that. It's not in the cards for me. I do um, I do find that I am uh, finding it easier to go down and exercise. I'm not having to force myself. I'm actually seeing it as a bit of a reward and some alone time for myself. Um, and then I'm still doing some light weights and all that. Leg press, I am up to 240 pounds on the leg press, which I'm feeling really good about that. I've noticed my legs are much thinner. I think that's where most of my weight has disappeared, is my legs um, and my thighs. So I'm keeping up great routine. In fact, I have started going down in the evenings sometimes, in the same day as working out. I will sometimes go down in the evenings and actually get on the treadmill again for another, you know, couple miles or so, 2 or 3 miles. And um, even though it's in the evening, it actually has helped me sleep better. So I might throw that in once in a while just as kind of a little bit of a boost there. Um, One other thing I did want to talk about is I don't know if you can tell necessarily looking at the camera, but my hands do shake a little bit. And it's because I have what are called benign essential tremors, which is basically a genetic thing. Um, the medicine that I take for it is propranolol, which is a prescription drug. It's a very mild beta blocker, and I take the minimum dosage on it. But it cuts down on the tremors. So you can see my hand shaking a little bit. That's basically with propranolol. Without it in the mornings, so if I go down to the gym in the morning and work out, I don't take it until after I work out. So beforehand, I might be, more like that. It does cut down on uh, my ability to get my blood pressure going and my heart rate up to where I want it to be if I'm working out. If I take the propranolol before exercising. So I usually wait until after exercising in order to minimize that. Lastly, hair. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit longer. This is usually about when I would go get it cut, but I'm not going to. I'm sticking with it. I did change my shampoo and conditioner just because it's getting a little bit longer and there's definitely more wave to it. I have changed to a shampoo which has argan oil in it. Both the shampoo and conditioner looks like that. It's by OGX. It's really good. You can get it at pretty much any store, Walmart, Walgreens, whatever, and it's not terribly expensive. So seems to be cutting down on the frizz because my hair gets dry really, really easily. I'm sure years of poor diet has something to do with that. But in any case, it is. I am starting to notice that it's feeling softer as well. So hopefully that'll continue. As you can see, I did kind of let my facial hair grow out a little bit more out of laziness than anything. I just have not really sat down to actually shave properly in several days, although I did kind of cut it in a little bit. But whatever. Anyway, so that's where I am 1 month in. Again, thank you for checking out my channel. Be sure to subscribe if you're interested in following my journey. And again, have a great day, a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.